Hey guys, I thought it would be super fun to do a little chronological journey of the Evolution of Cascade book. And obviously I don't have the stuff I wrote down in the kids' notebooks where I was like drawing graphs for scales or for chords or that kind of stuff. But this is like the first book that I made, and this was I did this out of Microsoft Word. So I don't know if you guys know, but if you like put a shape or something, you just put it a little bit lower and everything goes out of whack. So it was really hard to do, but somehow I managed. And this was the first book. I asked my brother to do a little logo for me, and he knows me really well, so he knows I like hearts and I like water, or being around water. So little water heart kind of, and a little treble clef. This is actually Bailey's book. She let me take it. And you can you definitely see the evolution of these books by the index. So this was the very first index, and I just wanted something pretty, so I threw some notes in there. But the only beginning, there's note sentences and flashcard list, and then it goes straight to chords 1, because in my new book there's so much more. Obviously here's chords 1, chords 2, so there's a lot of similarities, but you can see all these shapes, or especially the shapes on the side. There's nothing like connecting them. It's just all these little random shapes. But they're very colorful, and that's something I like to do. Anyway, so this is the first book. And now let's go. This is when it starts, not evolutionizing, when it starts evolving, that's the word. I tried to do some pretty cover. It was not pretty. I just threw something together. And then I hired a girl, and she started, let's see if I have the shapes in here. No, so this is before I hired the girl. This is me trying to vamp up the index somehow, put more color in it. I'm adding now, but actually what's cool is you can start seeing this, where I start putting instead of just having the title, I'm putting these bars. And if you look here, that's how it ended up being. Here's my little musical term. So I put this little I Spy guy, and then my brother ended up doing little Olivia the octopus with a magnifying glass on the original one, which I'll show you later. But all of the content within this book is what's in here. So what ended up changing, so see here I started doing a little, it looks like a shark kind of fin or something, you know? And I think that's what sparked oh my gosh, I want to make everything a sea theme. So you can see you got my scale. So all the content in here is exactly how it is in the final book. You can see here the ear training pages that I added. This shape I did a little candy shape, and in the original, the final one, it's little crabs. So it's kind of similar to that. Anyway, so that is the second one. And then here's where it starts looking a little bit more like the real one. As you see, this is actually the name of my music school, and then I changed it later to Cascade Method, which is the umbrella to everything I do. And then so I'll actually have to show you guys the sketch that my brother did of Olivia. I was like, I think I want to do an Olivia, or an octopus, and I want her to be pink, hence pink, because that's my favorite color. So yeah, that's basically me, you know, blue eyes, pink, my favorite, whatever, obsessed with music and everything related. So finally, this is really close to the cover, basically the same, aside from the title. This is when I hired a girl to actually start putting shapes and stuff. I'm like, I want a sea theme. So she started, she put the index, she put little shells in front of each chapter. What else? See, it just starts shaping. Oh, there's another little Olivia. And there's Olivia with the magnifying glass. And then, so then you start seeing the shapes, you know? Here's a little sea urchin, or let's see what else we got. Little blowfish, little shells, little squids, dolphins, those are so cute, turtles, little fishies. So, it goes on, and I'll show you more in the real one. But now, the great thing between this one and the final is I took it a step further. So I was like, oh, this is so great. I love all the little shapes. But I wanted it to feel more alive and crisper, or have options of putting more color, because if you can't tell, I'm obsessed with colors. So once I was done with the girl who put all the shapes and stuff, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna ask my brother now to take it a step further, and he put each of these little shapes into, not InDesign, but the other one that creates vectors, Illustrator. And so he did it so that I could do like two tones and put little eyes on them, and like, see, like, look at this, so cute. See, the walrus has two colors, and you can see an outline with the black, and each little animal has an eye, and I just think it added more life to it. But yeah, here's the pretty Olivia. And actually, guys, look. I don't know if you guys know Budsies from Shark Tank, but I made an Olivia the Octopus because why not? And then, let's see. So you can just see, like, these little sea urchins are so much more clear with the black outline. I put little eyes on them. And I just remember even to handle just the shapes and choosing the colors, and that was literally like a year of work alone. And getting my brother to do something takes forever, but when he does it like so well. But everything took so much time, but I'm so happy about the final product. But see, look at these little shells. There's so many different tones. Never enough colors. Let's see what else is good. Like, see, well, like, you can see the little belly of the dolphin, you know, there's two tones. Anyway, little fish have double colors because it makes it more fun. Oh, the little otters are so cute. And then, what else is cute in here? The dolphins. I mean, not dolphins, reread. The whales and baby whales. Anyway, so that is the evolution. See, little crabs for the ear training section. So that is the evolution of the Cascade book. And the back also, obviously. Oh yeah, let me show you a little bit. Obviously, there's no real back. It was just black. This one too. I'm pretty sure there was no. Yeah, I had the circle of fifths in the back, and the one that's out on Amazon. That one I put it in the beginning. And this was the back that the girl made for me. And she really helped for this because I had no idea what to do for the back. So that's kind of how it looked. And then how it evolved and finished. And that is the evolution of the Cascade book.